Ladies and gentlemen, do not adjust your sets. It's Ireland and the sun is shining, and we have a new shiny brand called Polestar, and this is their latest offering, the Polestar 2.
Yellow, soothing. Losing your 9-year no-claims bonus to a pebble? Not so soothing. We don't do stress at the AA, we do car insurance. Relax. Yellow and black have got your back.
Before we go on, we would ask you to give this video a like. Please subscribe to the AA Ireland YouTube channel and hit that bell icon to stay in touch with all of our latest video releases. So first things first, what is Polestar? Well, Polestar is the performance EV brand which has come from the Volvo family. So it's not a Volvo, it is a separate company, but obviously it comes under the wing of Volvo and Geely, their owners. So with this is the Polestar 2. This is the first mass-produced model, if you like. There was a Polestar 1 which never made it to Ireland, but we will see lots of new variants and more on that later. So I'm not sure what you think of the design of the Polestar 2. Let us know in the comments below, but for me, I absolutely love it. It has that really nice, clean Scandinavian design. In terms of size, it feels similar enough to something like the Kia EV6 or Hyundai Ioniq 5, in that it's bigger than it actually looks on film or in a picture. When you're physically beside it, it feels like a really substantial car. I mean, these wheels are enormous, but look like they absolutely fit the overall design. It's just a really good looking machine. Luggage capacity in the Polestar 2 isn't huge. It's 405 litres, including this underfloor storage bin. And as you so often see these days, there's of course a front boot, or frunk as they're known. This one has a 41 litre capacity and is perfect, as you can see here, for charging cables. There are 3 versions of the Polestar 2 for Ireland. At the very top of the range, you have the all singing, all dancing dual motor version. That has 300 kilowatts of power. That's about 408 horsepower. And that has the large 78 kilowatt hour battery. Below that, you have 2 single motor versions. So the first has the same 78 kilowatt hour battery, but it's putting out 170 kilowatts of power, which is about 230 horsepower. And at the entry point of the range, you have a slightly smaller battery, which is 69 kilowatt hours, but the same 231 horsepower or 170 kilowatts. In terms of range for the Polestar 2, it varies between 474 kilometers and 542 kilometers, depending on which model you choose. The longest range is available from the single motor version with that long range 78 kilowatt hour battery. So let's have a look at the cabin of the Polestar 2. As you can see, it is very clearly laid out. It has that Scandinavian minimalist design. The quality of the plastics and the materials are very good, very high end. So it does feel like a premium product. As is the norm these days with EVs, the center is dominated by this touchscreen, which is in portrait, but it's a very Google-led system. So it has Google built in, and that it has a Google Assistant. It has Google Maps. Hey Google, navigate to Dublin O'Connell Street.
Navigating to O'Connell Street Upper.
So within that, obviously, you have that built in. There is no Apple CarPlay or Android Auto yet. It is coming, but you know what? You don't actually miss it when this is already built in. There's wireless charging for your phone here. The gear lever is very simple. Pull it down to drive, reverse, and neutral, and park. Physical buttons here for your volume, but everything else is very much centered around the screen. On the steering wheel, of course, you have your controls for your cruise control, adaptive cruise control in this model, and your various other menus. And there is a very nice display which has your navigation built into this here as well, which looks great. Harman Kardon audio system. And this, there is a little nice feature there of a hook, which I'm told is for carrying your takeaway home safely. But overall, the fit and finish is lovely, and I particularly like this panoramic roof, which looks really, really nice. What's interesting about the feeling from the driver's seat of this Polestar 2 is, despite the fact that it's quite a big car, it doesn't actually feel that. It feels quite compact. For anyone who likes the Tesla layout, this very enclosed feeling might not suit them, but for anyone like myself, who likes the traditional car feel and likes to feel nicely enclosed, then it will really appeal. It doesn't feel breakneck fast like a Tesla does, and this is the single motor version with 231 horsepower. Now obviously if you're in the dual motor version with its north of 400 horsepower, you're going to have that urgent feeling. It's not quite there still with the Tesla urgency, but it is quick. But overall, this cabin is really nice. The fit and finish is great. I do like the Google system. It's very intuitive because, like, which of us doesn't touch Google 10,000 times a day? And it's not the biggest car. Like, I mean, the space in the boot is not huge. The rear space isn't massive. It's probably more of a 4-seater than a 5-seater, but as a car to live with and be in, yeah, it's a very easy car to like.
Pricing starts at €54,500 for the standard range single motor. It moves up to €58,245 for the long range single motor, and moves up again to €61,900 for the long range dual motor. It's quite hard to pigeonhole the Polestar 2, and I'm not really sure we should. This car is going to appeal to quite a variety of buyers in the EV segment. For a start, the price at around €55,000 starting off means it's in and around the same as a high-end Kia EV6 or Hyundai Ioniq 5. Plus it's thereabouts with the Volkswagen Group trio of the ID4, the Skoda Enyaq and the Audi Q4 e-tron. Plus it's going to be good enough, and it is good enough, to appeal to those people who are looking at Tesla Model 3 or indeed Model Y, because of course it's a hatchback. My views on this car, I really like it. I do personally love a Volvo, and this is like taking a Volvo to a next level in terms of refinement, in terms of comfort, and of course performance. Polestar are a new brand, so we don't know what will happen in terms of their sales just yet, but from talking to them today, their plans look good and their setup looks good, so watch this space.